iron connection, restore, renew, reconnect, live, laugh, and love, connections, dreams, getaway experiences. Brave Heart Workshops. Unique Getaways live with Jill Reynolds.
The Connection Show. Renew, restore, and reconnected community. Sponsored by Brave Heart Workshops live with Jill Reynolds. And joining me today is Theresa Pantanella. Hi, Theresa. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Jill. Thank you for having me. And your listeners are in for a real treat.
Yes, I'm so excited, and I'd love for them to know a little bit about your bio. Theresa is a fourth-generation entrepreneur with a doctoral degree in occupational therapy, and she's built an award-winning outpatient therapy practice using innovative marketing techniques. Now she applies her unique approach to marketing to the online world. Theresa is an insightful advertiser and is the creator of 5-step easy methods to launch ads, a simplified method for fellow entrepreneurs to sales from online business promotions. To date, Dr. Theresa has driven thousands of dollars of sales for her clients through social media, improving their bottom line and increasing their customer base by an average of 892%. As an online ad strategist, her ultimate mission is to empower other business owners to use this highly effective source to grow their business with reasonable costs and enjoy their life. Theresa's mission is to double the revenue of 2,100 businesses by the year 2021. She's working towards this by teaching online courses, speaking at events online as well as offline, and providing direct services for clients. Theresa's courses are designed for the beginner online advertiser. So what a bio, Theresa, of moving from going to school, getting your doctorate in occupational therapy, and now into a new transition. So take us, if you wouldn't mind, on that journey of your career. Take us back to your days of going to school and deciding to get your doctorate, and then how you led into this.
Oh my goodness, Jill. Thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Thank you.
You make me sound, I was like, was that me? And I could still remember the day like it was yesterday in 1988 when I graduated with my bachelor's degree from Ohio State University. So excited, proud. And when you have those little voices in our head. Well, mine said to me, yeah, I think I'll do this for 20 years. After 24 years, I knew I didn't want to go to a clinic every single day. And I tried a few different ways around it. And the idea of working online intrigued me. The vast and colorful world of internet marketing began an in-depth exploration point of exploration for myself. It was Tony Robbins who says, if you're going to do things the way you always have, you're going to get what you've always gotten. I knew I had to do something different. So I decided to make videos for people. And I learned how to put them on people's websites. And they would say, well, nobody's seeing my video. So I learned all about keywords and search engine optimization and ranking a website on the first page of Google. It's Jill, I learned from two guys young enough to be my sons. And because I didn't know anything, I just followed instructions and was successful. So they asked me, would I please teach the ladies in the group? I said, sure. So I spent 18 months with them in their mastermind, teaching as well as receiving information from them. They would have a 2-day in-person workshop every 3 months, as well as 2 calls a week, and I was teaching the ladies once a week. So it's kind of humorous to me whenever I see an article about SEO. Every once in a while, I'll stop and read it, and I'll have to check the date and go, everything's still the same. I had the best education with them. Now, one of the ladies in the group, she was really into social media. And the conversation would sometimes evolve around what she was doing in social media. It captured my attention. I like that creative part. SEO, or the search engine optimization, is a little bit on the technical side. The social media is more on the creative side. I was really leaning into that because remember, I started with videos. That's creative.
Yep.
So from the social media, I learned about paid advertising. Now, with the paid advertising, you are combining the creative with the analytics, marrying them to create an effective response to give you a fantastic return on the money you spend on your ads.
And so you enjoyed that because you have that analytical creative brain.
I really do.
Yeah, because of going and getting your doctorate degree as an occupational therapist is very analytical, but
Yes.
working with the client base with occupational therapy is very creative because you
Yes.
look at them as a whole and you create an individualized program to meet their individual needs. So you were able to utilize that 24 years of experience of analytical and creativity and bring it into this new career.
That's true. That's very true, because when I'm creating the campaigns for the clients, it's the same idea. Each one is individual.
Yes.
Each one has a different approach. And it's not only the ad itself, there's a whole marketing thought process that goes behind that. And that's why I've been able to take the marketing experience I had in those first 24 years and apply it to now. I've been doing this like 7 years or so. And I'll read a marketing book every month, something new, whether it be on the ads themselves, marketing concepts, whether it be, how to really enact a smooth transition into running the business as an agency. Because I have a couple of graphic designers I work with. I also have I call her the team leader. She's the creative person for all things social media. And then I also have copywriter.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole 24 years of experience really fell into what I'm doing now. And it's with the whole concept of advertising and marketing, each individual plan definitely has a different end goal because every business is not the same. I can hardly take an e-commerce business plan and apply it to a coaching business. I can't take that coaching business plan and apply it to someone who's offering a service.
So let me ask you a question, because I just had a great interview yesterday, so I might have a brand new customer for you, a real good lead for you. So, so for somebody, let's say hypothetically, and this is the way my brain thinks, and so I'd love to have you take us on this journey. So the way my brain thinks is first get a really kick butt website design so that you have that Google presence and you have that, someone can find you on a great website. Then from your personal Facebook page, create your business Facebook page to mirror or to brand with your website. So my brain thinks this way.
Okay.
Then take your LinkedIn account and brand it with your website and your Facebook page, and the same with Twitter and Instagram, and or Pinterest if you use Pinterest. So my idea for great marketing and branding is to do that kind of in a chronological order, do website, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, blah, 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 and have them all branded together for that SEO optimization. And then from there, like the sky's the limit with utilizing someone like yourself with the advertising. So help me to know if I'm on the right track, and the audience so they know the best way. Because I think, this is just my opinion, just jumping right to the Facebook ads when you don't have ways for people to really be able to, especially if you have something that you're selling that might need, like for me, I sell, and my business is retreats. So I need to get people to my website to register for events. So for me, if I didn't do that in chronological order, all the Facebook ads in the world would do me no good if there wasn't a great website to then register. So help me to know and take me down maybe another thought pattern if I'm off on the wrong path.
Well, kudos to you to think of all of these different components and a chronological order as well. There's some truth to it, but truth be known, in fact, you don't have to do all of that.
Okay.
The website is available to give people credibility. Does it have to be ranked on the first page of Google to do an ad? Absolutely not. Does it have to be SEO driven in order to run a successful ad? No, it does not. It is only there for credibility. Some of the different social media platforms you mentioned apply to different businesses because they have different demographics that are attracted to them. For example, Facebook is the 800-pound gorilla in the room, and you can pretty much find anybody on Facebook. LinkedIn is a fantastic venue or platform for business-to-business services and products.
Mm-hmm.
There are more millionaires on LinkedIn than on Facebook. So that demographic is definitely something a person or a business owner or a vice president of marketing needs to take into consideration when they're looking at what platforms to advertise on.
And it's a phenomenal platform for doing a career change or looking for a job. I found before I went into my own business, I literally, and I'm not exaggerating, would have 2 to 5 or 6 properties reach out to me a week offering me jobs.
It has a very interesting structure that way. Yes, it does. I agree with you there. Absolutely. Now, when you talked about Facebook, yes, Facebook requires that you have a personal page first. From a chronological perspective, you have to start with that. And if you could picture like a plot of land, and your personal Facebook page is that plot of land. And on that plot of land, you're going to build the most magnificent home you can dream of. And that magnificent home is your Facebook page and business account. You've got to have a business account. Inside the home, your most delightful dream home is this fantastic kitchen. The kitchen is very well equipped with many different tools and devices and appliances, utensils, and plenty of flatware and dinnerware for you to serve all of your guests on.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen is analogous to the Facebook Ads Manager. Your kitchen is the place where you create wonderful dishes to serve your guests. The Ads Manager is a place where you create wonderful ads to serve to your potential customers. And just like you store good food in the refrigerator, your ads are also stored in the Ads Manager in the kitchen.
So if a client then, since you've gotten experience on all these, wanted to work with you can you work with them also on SEO optimization and their website? And can you help them to create that exceptional Facebook page? Or do you just, I shouldn't say the word just because I don't like that word, or is your primary business the Facebook ads? So if someone wanted to do step 1, 2, and 3, step 1 and 2, the website and the building the business Facebook page, can you help them in that arena as well?
This is an interesting question. I have a strong background in the SEO, and yes, I'm very good at it. I actually have another team member that is also very good at building websites. So between the two of us, yes, we can help someone with a website if they need it. Now, for an advertisement, you really don't want the whole website. The website's there for credibility. When you're offering somebody something, you want them to go to what's called a landing page. The difference between the two, the website has a menu, many places for people to go and explore and learn all about you, gives you credibility. A landing page has one focus. There's nowhere else for anybody to go but on that page. The only place for them to go is to click on and accept your offer, whether it be for a free gift, or whether it be for a course sign up, or whether it be a consultation with you. The landing page is much more focused because unfortunately the human attention span is about the length of a gnat's. And I say that, tongue in cheek. I do love people, but my attention span's the same. I have to clear everything off my desk like every hour so that I stay focused. So you want people, when they go from your advertisement, you want them to go to what you want to chat with them about. What is your conversation with them about? As opposed to going over here to your website where they're like, oh, look at this, look at that. Oh, it's over here. And then they forgot where they came.
So my question, I guess then, so I'm hearing that. So with a Facebook ad then, is the best then where you're creating an ad of a landing page ad, and so that I'll use my business because since I know my own business the best, so I'm going to be promoting Aruba.
Yes.
So on my website, you can click upcoming events, and then you'll see my upcoming events. And then when you see Aruba, you click on Aruba, and that's the landing page. So on a Facebook ad, would you create a landing page for Aruba? And then right on that, you'll have a click button, and that click button takes you then into my website to register? Is that what the ad would do?
The ad would actually, like right now, it depends on how your page is set up. A really, really good website person will set that page up so there's no menu on it. One of my clients, she came to me and she had 2 websites. And the one website was actually off a piece of software for customer relations management, and it's a mess. I would never send anybody to that website. Her other website looks better, but the problem is you can't navigate anywhere on it. So I said, I'll tell you what, we've got, and like I said, when you send somebody to a website, you've given them a million reasons not to pay attention to why you brought them there in the first place. So you want to give them a landing page. A landing page can be part of a website without the menu, without any option to go anywhere. So does that make it clear?
Yes and no. So yes and no, because I'm trying to figure, and we'll go offline on that because I'd like to keep going with what you do. So going back, let's go back and
the bottom line is yes, I can build either the landing page or the website.
Okay. All right. So if someone wanted to grow their business, so basically now, so for the listening audience that would want to know more about how you got your numbers, 892% increase of, let's go there for the audience. Cause I'm on the same page as you. When I worked in the hotel industry, I increased sales at one property by 42% in 12 months. And so,
Nice.
if you say those numbers to someone in hospitality, they're like, what? Like the growth of sales at a hotel is like 7% a year and you were 42. Like, what happened? What did you do? So, I'm relatively intelligent when it comes to an 892% growth. So talk about that. So help the audience to know, going to work with you, the benefit of them of getting their business growing at a very rapid rate.
The rapid rate comes from having a great product, great offer, great service that people want at that given moment in time. So let's say you're selling widgets, and widgets are the hot item for Christmas for children between the ages of 6 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to target those parents in the ad and promote the widget. Let's say you have a lawn mowing service and it's April and it's in Ohio. We're going to just do some educational pieces from April to about May, when things start to thaw and the grass starts to grow. Then we're going to run your offer. For me to run the offer in April, people aren't ready to spend money on lawn service yet in April in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've lived there. Maybe things have changed, but I don't.
Yeah.
I remember the summers were pretty much May through September.
Yeah. And I want to market Aruba, and everyone's so sick and tired of sitting in the house with Corona and not being outside. So it's like you target that pain level of your what you want to breathe and you want to put your feet in the water. Like, I can't even believe how many people just say, get me to the beach. Like, whatever you do, get me to the beach and get me there now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are getting stir crazy, aren't they?
Yeah, and you got to find that pain level so that when you market it, people go, that's exactly what I want and I want it now, and they click on it.
Yes, and one of the things, Facebook actually did a study. When people see an advertisement, they look at the picture first, then the headline, then the copy, and then they see, well, where did this come from? Then they make a decision, and this is all like split-second stuff. And then they decide whether or not to click on it. So between the picture, that's being the first focal point, you've got to capture their eye there. And then the second and third part, the headline, and then the copy above the picture, those are key. And I tell you, Jill, until I spent the money for a copywriter, it was painful.
Mm-hmm.
A copywriter is worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
Worth their weight in gold. And it makes all the difference, because they talk right to that audience in the terminology that pain point comes across.
Mm-hmm. And it's so hard. I can tell you this, audience, it is so hard to find a copywriter who gets it.
Oh.
They're when you can find one, they're the weight in gold, because I tried to look for some people to do some content writing, excuse me, for blogs, and sent in information and says, this is what I'm looking for. And, in my tagline is connection, dreams, and getaway experiences, renew, restore, and reconnect. And then I have 3 taglines. It's connection, dream, getaway experiences. It's renew, restore, and reconnect with others. And then it's the live, laugh, and love. Live well, laughed often, and love much. And so those are my keys. And so when I wanted somebody to write me blogs on getaway experiences, what do they write? Is like 12 tips on traveling. And I'm like, no. I don't do travel things. My business is not about travel. I don't have a
No.
travel business. I have a getaway experience business. It's totally different because I had someone one time say, "Why would I book a retreat that's $2,500 when I can go on Expedia and get it for 1,900?" And I said, "Because you're going on a vacation at 1,900. For $2,500, you're getting an experience. Like, where do you go on a vacation where you have someone standing at the airport with a sign waiting for you in a SUV or whatever, and picks you up at the airport where you don't have to go and make a phone call, find a shuttle, go to the rent-a-car place, wait 20 minutes or an hour in line to get your rent-a-car, and then try to get a map and figure out where you're going. I pick you up at the airport. I drop you off. We assess where you want to go for your optional activities. Do you want to scuba dive? Do you want to snorkel today? Do you want to go hiking? And I arrange that for you. I go grocery shopping. I get in 2 days before and I send you a spreadsheet of 100 foods and you tell me what you enjoy eating. So when you get to the destination, the refrigerator is filled with the food you enjoy. You don't get that on Expedia. Click
No,
a
you sure
button.
don't.
And so when you have a contact writer who does not get that, that's why I said copywriters are gold because
They are.
they're going to assess your needs and hear you and then write from there.
Yes, they want to know all about that person that is your ideal customer. They want to know their hopes, fears, dreams, and desires. And they'll know it backwards and forwards like it was their best friend.
Mm-hmm.
They'll know where they hang out. They'll
Yeah.
know what language they speak in terms of any special type lingo.
Yeah. So 2,100 new customers is your goal. And I liked how you picked that, not 2,000, not 5,000, but 2,100. So where did you come up with 2,100 and making that your goal for 2021?
Well, life is full of challenges. And what's interesting is there's a local real estate maverick here in South Florida by the name of Frank McKinney. And Frank flunked out of high school 4 times. And he's made a career out of building spec homes that are mega mansions. And I'm inspired by him because he thinks so far outside of the box. He came to Florida from Indiana with a blow-up mattress that he used as his bed, as his shower curtain, and as his towel on the beach. And he figured out how to play tennis, and he got a job teaching tennis at one of the big name racket clubs. And he kept asking everybody, "Where'd you make your money? Where'd you make your money? Where'd you make?" And real estate kept coming up. So he just went out and bought a house, not knowing anything. As he walked in and opened the door, all this dirt fell on his head. And he built a business out of real estate and thinking big.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking big. So in the business I'm in, so for me, I want to touch and help 2,100 businesses grow. Whether they come to one of my classes, whether they come to me for direct services, whether they come to me and they go, "Oh, I took this class, it was great." And then they tell a friend and the friend learns and they share the wisdom. I want to touch 2,100 businesses by 2021.
That's great.
It's, to me, when you think big, the universe, some people say, I say it's God, responds.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say the universe abhors a vacuum. and they'll fill the space. I say God fills your dreams. If you listen, you get directed to where you need to be to make it happen.
And I love what you're saying, because I think it's being in the world today of learning how to slow things down enough to listen to what it is we are being told. Because, we live in a world of so much insane busyness, and, unfortunately, with the position you're in, it's social media. We're so much on it.
Right.
That many of us don't ever take the time. I'm guilty. I'm so guilty of this. I've gotten all of a sudden, and it's only been in the last month, I literally have found myself a dozen times or more waking up at 3 a.m. on my cell phone, like waking up. And it's like something's going on inside of me that does it. And it's like, I gotta quit doing this. But and so whatever I share doesn't mean, oh, she's got it all together and she's got it figured out. No. But I mean, we're so like almost being like controlled by technology and social media, where it controls our whole life. It's so very difficult to quiet ourselves to think. And, I felt like I was being told after the pandemic hit to slow it down and start a connection show. It was like, start a connection show. People want to connect. And so where I was spinning my wheels, and of course, doing my Facebook ads probably completely wrong, but spinning my wheels, trying to book up I'm talking like 10 to 20 people retreats, not 300-400 people, with people I didn't know. And I was doing them, but it was like the energy I was taking to do it was like horrible. And so all of a sudden I started thinking, I purposefully want to do retreats because I want to connect with others. Like, I want to do retreats because I want to connect with people.
Yes.
So if I want to connect with people, what a better way to start a connection show, and people joining in on my Zoom connections on Wednesday night. We start to get to know each other. And then if they so desire to go on a retreat, I'm not going on a retreat with somebody that I've never talked to. I'm all of a sudden connected, like I'm connecting to you. And if you said, hey, Jill, I want to go on your retreat, I'm like sitting there, Theresa, going, I'm so excited. I'm going to finally get to see you in person. So it's a whole different concept that came to me. So I think by sitting there and doing our vision statements, or what is your vision for your business, then you can key in on your Facebook ads. Then you can key in with you to make it the best marketing decision for your business. But when you don't take the time to sit down and feel what do I really want? And before, like I said, reaching out and doing it with perfect strangers, not to tell you that it wasn't great, because I met some amazing people that were perfect strangers.
Sure.
But I got this idea. I'll tell you how I got the idea to do it this way, is when my husband and I went to Aruba last year for his birthday, we searched out retreat houses to rent. And this one man from Canada built like 6 homes in Aruba that are amazing. And so his operations manager took us to each property so that we could assess, when doing retreats, which one we wanted to do our events at.
Sure.
So when we got to the one home he had, which is an amazing 7-bedroom, 7-bath home with an Olympic-sized swimming pool, across the street is the beach. When we got there, he had some of the owner's friends and guests from Canada staying there. Well, it was really cool, Theresa, because the contractor let his friend stay there. And that guy who was his friend invited a friend who invited a friend who invited a friend. So there were 14 people in this house who most of them didn't know each other. It was like it would be like me inviting you, then you inviting your friend who invited someone else that you didn't know. So they were all there. And so when we went to the home, and met them. And they were in age from 23 to about 45, and I'm 66. We were there for about 30 minutes looking at the house and interacting with them. By that 30 minutes, they says, we love, and they're from Canada, we love you and Larry. We're going to have a fish fry tomorrow night. You got to come over and have dinner with us. So we went back the next night and had a blast. Before we left, they said, do you know any place to go snorkeling? I said, oh yeah, Baby's Beach. Let's go tomorrow. So we all went to Baby's Beach together the next day. On the last night we were there, the one young girl calls me and Larry. We're staying at a villa down the road. And they said, Jill, we're at Flying Fishbone having dinner and we're going home tomorrow. You and Larry have to come and visit with us, have a dessert or a cocktail and come and be with us. So we went there. And before that week was over, I fell in love with these kids. And we already, we're on Facebook saying, I got to plan a retreat so we can all get back together. And so that gave me the idea of connecting with people of all different ages and really getting to know them and doing retreats. And that's why I decided to do it this way. And it's so much more fun because you get so excited to see each other.
It is. It's a great way for people to go enjoy themselves and to get away. And what a great story.
Yes.
What a great story.
What I'd love for the audience to know is your bio. So I'm going to put Theresa's bio up for you so that you know how to reach out to her website, and just to connect with her. And if you really want to grow your business for 2021, I would highly recommend this will be posted on the YouTube channel, so you'll be able to get her contact information. Reach out to her, let her do a needs assessment with you to assess what your needs are for your business. And then let's get a plan together for you to grow your business. It would be great.
And Jill, if anybody who's watching, if they go to my website, rightawayleads.com, they'll see in the bottom right-hand corner is an opportunity for them to download my free gift to them, which is the 5 easy steps to launch an ad. There's also an opportunity there where they can schedule a one-on-one with me, and we could talk about ads for themselves.
Okay.
And I'm always offering different classes.
And I'd like to make an offer too. Okay.
Okay.
On my website, on Braveheart Workshops, there's a place to say, put in a promo code to receive a discount. So let's see here. What's a keyword for your business?
Ads.
Ads. Okay. So if anybody wants to do a retreat with Theresa, go on my contact page in the comments section, put in the word ads. And when we get, let's say, 10 people who go in there and put the word ads in, we will plan a retreat with Theresa, and I will offer you $100 off that retreat. I'll give you $100 off.
Very gracious.
This way we can have you connect with Theresa. She can teach you, and you'll get a discount right away. So go on my page. So let's do that offer, and I'll put that in the YouTube channel so people will remember. How's that sound?
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, everyone. And we do have the Zoom Connection show on Wednesday evenings tonight. And to join us on Wednesday nights, please go to my website, which is braveheartworkshops.com, and click on podcast. And there you'll find my Facebook page. Join my Facebook group so that you can get your password into the Zoom Connection show. So we love you guys, and we look forward to seeing you. And Theresa, if you're free tonight, jump on. We meet at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for an hour and a half. So if you're available, join us on Wednesday night. And thank you so much, Theresa, for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Jill. It's been a real treat to be here and be part of your community. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us on The Connection Show. Let's connect now. We can dream together to renew, restore, and reconnect with wellness in our life and community. To enhance connection, join us in the Zoom Connection Gathering Tribe on Wednesday evenings. The Zoom Connection Gathering Tribe is an easy and practical way for everyone to meet up, gather, and feel welcomed and accepted. To join us, go to braveheartworkshops.com. Then click on the podcast tab and the Zoom Connection Tribe tab. On that page, go to the Facebook page called the Connection Show Gathering Tribe and register to join our Facebook group. We post secure passwords each week in the group so you can log in safely. We meet on Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for 1.5 hours with great topics, laughter, and connection. See you on Wednesday evenings. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.